there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. Today we're about to indulge another one of my soda fantasies. Get it? Fanta? Fantasies? Ah? You get it. Anyway, welcome back. Today we are trying another one of the sodas in the What the Fanta series. You may recall last year, Chief Soda Procurement Officer Porter um, found us the first version of this. It was a blue color. Still the same black label. I think that's what they're just going to roll with a pixelated question mark. And when we drank it, it tasted a whole lot like orange creamsicle or cream, but mostly more orange creamsicle than anything else. I remember liking it a whole bunch, but again, it is sort of confusing when your brain is seeing blue, but you're tasting orange. My brain is more confused that I'm going to drink this because it is pitch black. Like it looks like I'm gonna uh, drink poison. And I mean, I'm here for it. Just diving straight into the label, because again, in the previous What the Fanta video, we did discuss a little bit of the history of Fanta. So why do a good thing twice, right? Um, but looking at the label, they're obviously leaning for more of a Halloween theme this year. You could see the spooky spider, the cobwebs, like the spooky bat. I'm a little not disappointed. Um, I don't know. This just feels like maybe it could have glowed in the dark or something. I don't know. Also, on the bottle here, there is a QR code. I didn't scan it because I was afraid it would reveal what the flavor was. Um, but it's either that or some other sort of VR experience. And the reason why I think that is because Fanta, as you may or may not recall, is owned by the Coca-Cola company. And as we've discovered through their whole creation series, that like every single QR code leads to some frankly quite whack uh, digital experience. So this could reveal the flavor. It also could reveal just a sad corner of the internet. Anyway, but leaning to that, uh, there's not much more to say about it. It is sugar free. I do know that this is obviously it's limited time, but apparently you can get it in the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, and apparently the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines are the only way you can actually, I believe, get it in the sugar version. Uh, that's not a deal breaker for me, as we've talked about multiple times. I usually drink zero sugar sodas anyway, unless I'm doing something for the channel. With that, let's get this road. I was gonna say, let's get this road on the show. Uh, well, it smells sweet, but it kind of reminds me, and I realize part of this too is probably the subliminal marketing of the Halloween, uh, like branding, but it kind of reminds me of like chalky candy, like when I smell it. And so, yeah, like a chalky candy, like a Smarties maybe. But weirdly with peach, uh, it's not unpleasant. It's just odd. But again, a part of that, one of the reasons that I kind of like drinking the stuff like this is that your eyes are telling you a story that your nose and maybe my mouth won't be able to match. With that, down the hatch. You know, I'm not quite sure what that is. Um, it's not bad. I feel like every time I say that, it feels like damning with faint praise. No, it's quite enjoyable. Um, sorry, I keep having to go back. It's okay. Here's what I'm gonna land on with that. As you can watch, that I think that's probably the first soda I've ever had on the channel where I've had to have like, is this? Oh, yo, it stained my mouth. No. Okay. But anyway, this flavor is, I mean, I hate to say different. It is different. Um, it does again remind me a little bit of like powdered Smarties, sprinkled in there. I think there's some peach. There's some grape in there too. And I mean, I hate to keep going back to orange, right? But it feels like there's some citrus things happening in there too. It feels like a cornucopia of different flavors. Like not overwhelmingly so, but it because it's a mystery flavor, it doesn't surprise me that there's not like a distinct sort of flavor. Now, I will say, comparing to Mountain Dew's Voodoo, who that is out by the way. I'm trying to get myself a can. Um, Speaking of Mountain Dew's Voodoo, like every year when you have it, it's like a distinct flavor of sorts, like a distinct candy flavor. Um, and to that end, I think Fanta branding this as Halloween may have done itself a little bit of a disservice, especially since last year they didn't like brand it that way. Um, but I think really the issue is that it's fine. It tastes fine, but the taste is muddled. Like part of my struggle in trying to figure out how to describe it to you on the channel is that um, there was no one distinct like dominant flavor. Um, and it has like that artificial again artificial candy sweetness that follows it. So I think they were trying to go maybe for a candy. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, there's this, and the thing is too. So Fanta also makes like, of course, zero sugar um, flavors of the other ones, but like all of them, the peach, the orange, and the grape, have a distinct like zero sugar flavor, and all three of those are tracked in here for me. Um, so I don't think I'm as blown away by it as I was the first one, but that's because uh, the flavor profile is so muddled that no one flavor shines through, and sometimes that works. Like sometimes you can kind of get a blend that like really brings out the strengths of both flavors. But this one doesn't. It's just fine. Uh, so it doesn't hurt to go find it. And I think I'm not gonna stick my tongue out on the channel, but as I'm looking at myself in the camera, I think my tongue is black. So it probably stained your mouth too. I know it stained my lip. But you know, I'm always a sucker for a good novelty, and since it's a Fanta, it's going to be pretty easy to find. And so I always encourage you, if you see a soda like that, go find it. Um, but I don't think this is distinct enough to stand on its own. I'm kind of glad it's limited time only because, like, I'm not sure what the staying power of this flavor would be. But I do look forward to seeing if they reveal what the flavor is. Um, Next week, we pivot from a soda that has no distinct flavor to a soda with a very distinct flavor. That's right, it's fall, everybody. And as a lot of people on my Facebook remind me, it's pumpkin spice season. And to that end, that's right, we have a pumpkin spice tonic from Orca Beverages next week. We are leaning into the pumpkin spice craze because most of the time people put pumpkin spice in their coffee, and I don't drink coffee. So this is my service to you. Until next time, drink weird and drink something that looks spooky, I guess, because it might be an experience. See you next time.